You want to share this one? Thanks. This is what's on the under here. Oh, okay. This is that. Okay, great. Is it time to?
It is, 4
All
o'clock.
right. Okay, the Park Board of the City of Gun Barrel City, Texas will meet in a regular meeting in City Hall Council Chambers located at 1716 West Main Street, Gun Barrel City, Texas on Monday, May the 11th, 2026 at 4 o'clock p.m. And it's 4 o'clock, so I call this meeting to order. Roll call.
Tracy here.
She'll be here.
And Young here. All right, new business. Consider and take action to approve the April 13th, 2026 meeting minutes. I haven't seen those. You were not here. Well, no, were you
I
here?
think I was here. Yeah, I think I was here at the last one. Yes.
I haven't seen the minutes.
I think they were attached to the
Oh,
agenda.
no. Were they? Then I didn't print that. Okay.
Let me pull it up.
Ta-da.
Yeah, I had to.
That must be it. Okay.
Were they attached? Or no?
No, they were not. This was the other piece.
Okay, if you want to postpone that to the next meeting, we
Okay.
can do that, and I
All right.
will have Janet send you all. It doesn't look like she attached them.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't have had a chance to review them, so
Okay, so
Do we need a motion to
Do we need-
postpone or what?
just to
I'll make a
table
motion.
until the next meeting,
I'll make a motion and we table that until the next.
Table the meetings?
the minutes.
second. Are you going to second?
Second.
Okay. All right. Thank you. All right. Discussion regarding July Fest 2026. That's under City Manager.
Just under city manager because I had some stuff for you all. So I went through and I called Bouncing More. They definitely can provide it, are willing to do it again. Confirmed that price with Brooke, that wouldn't be an issue. They are giving us a discount. They are giving staff. I did add, so that is the Meltdown game, which is the jumping thing. It's the Patriot obstacle. It is the sticky wall, which they will staff. It is 2 smaller bounce houses. One of the things you all talked about was having stuff for smaller kids. Last year we just did the bouncer, the rocket ship bouncer, but they added a combo toddler. So the build and play Lego Playland, which is a bigger thing for little kids. You can go to their website and see the big pictures of all these, and you can actually, if you go to bouncingmore.com, then you can look at all of them. But that was just something a little bigger, but really geared only for 6 and under. So that way the littles had a fun thing to do, and then the football throw, the sandbags, and the staff. So if you say go, we're good with that, then I will move forward with that. The second thing that we did, these folks are not local, but they do have insurance. We require them to have insurance. If you remember last year, we couldn't find anybody that had all these like game type stuff that had insurance. There are local people that do bounce house stuff, but they didn't have the sticky wall, they didn't have the meltdown. So that's why we went with these folks. And then the other thing that I did is I went out and looked at some swag. Y'all talked about the potential to do some swag. So I did 12-inch beach balls. I got prices on that. The first picture is like a Frisbee that folds into a little circle, beach balls, sunglasses, or a foldable fan.
Them foldable vans.
I did the foldable fan because I'm going to tell you, P31 Wellness did those years ago, and it's still carrying around in my lawn chair. It's still in the arm of my lawn chair. It folds up to about this big, and it's just sitting in the cup holder.
I got one this
And everywhere,
weekend.
so it was something to
It's
think
full.
about for you guys to decide how you want to proceed. I just compared prices on 2 different sites, one on 4 All Promos and one on 4 Imprint. You can see the price difference, and the quantity was just the smallest quantity they would allow us to do. So,
Okay.
there you go.
I love my little thing.
Well, I like that too.
I was trying to just give you some options on different things. The balls are fun, but I was like, what do people hang on to? And then instead of just putting July Fest or something like that, actually putting the logo with Gun Barrel City Municipal Park or GBC City Park or something, and then the address of the park to draw people back to the park again and again and again. Oh my God, we should go to the park. We hadn't been there in a while, right? That was my thinking behind that. But up to you what we use. So just some options.
We need to decide now.
Sooner rather than later, because we're gonna have to get it ordered, but, I mean, it could, well, this is your May meeting, it might be tough. Well,
Yeah,
June, we could
Yeah.
probably do it in June, so,
You want to
Well,
decide now or wait?
either way is fine.
yeah. Sooner is better, but if we need to wait, we can, so.
Which bounce houses were you wanting to do?
The ones that are on that list, so
So
there
all
is-
of these?
Yeah,
All
there's
of
the
them?
Meltdown, what y'all had what we did last year was the Meltdown, the 2,600 interactive games, that's the Meltdown, the thing you jump and spins. The Patriot Obstacle, the Sticky Wall, the 1,100 bouncers, which was just a rocket ship bounce, and the football, first down game.
So.
What I
And these
added-
are the prices?
Yes, so it's a total of $32.89.
To come out of the budget?
No, that comes out of the city's budget.
Do
Well,
y'all
then
have
get
an
'em.
do you have an earmark for that? I mean, does that meet what y'all were
Brooke told
setting
me that
aside
she
for
could
it?
afford that. I said, if I take this and propose this, can we afford this? And she said yes.
Okay.
So,
Okay, well, I make a
I'm-
motion to go ahead and okay the bounce houses. So,
and then, what you guys can really help us with is rounding up volunteers,
Yep.
so. Because it will require people outside of, I think, the Sticky Wall. I think the Sticky Wall, Bayman,
Well, yeah, the sticky wall and the meltdown,
so, yeah.
but then they're also showing,
Yeah.
the staff leads, so are they gonna have
Yeah.
a person helping on top of that, or is that gonna be? Cause last time that's all they had, the folks at the meltdown and the sticky wall, and we had everybody else.
That's what will happen this time too.
Okay.
Yeah. So what they had last time is what they will have this
Okay.
time.
does anybody want to second it and get it over with? Because we know what we want to do.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah, I'll second.
All right. Everybody in agreement? Yes.
All in agreement? I'm in.
All right.
Thumbs up, everybody vote.
Yeah. Great.
Okay, that's all agreed and passed.
Okay, good.
And then the only other question is swag. Do you guys want to order swag? That does come out of the parks budget.
Okay.
Sorry the pictures are so little. I was trying to get them all on one page.
So you did bounce balls last time?
Last time we had glow sticks and bounce balls.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Fan
Can we have
idea.
fans and beach balls?
We can have what, you guys
Oh,
decide. I
okay.
think
Yeah,
I
we've
think the
got-
glow sticks, we just ordered those off of Amazon. So we can do glow sticks again if we want to do glow
Well,
sticks.
yeah, I'm just saying what we did last time.
Yeah.
I think, and we had a lot left of everything. I can't remember how much we ordered. I know
I
I
don't,
looked it up
probably
last meeting.
150, I would have to confirm with Brooke. I think
Okay.
one mistake we made last time is we put July Fest on it. And then we were kind of stuck with them, like how do you give it away if it says July Fest?
Yeah,
So
gotta wait a
that's
year.
when I was like, okay, my advice would be
The logo.
put the logo in municipal
like
report
putting
or
the logo on
something.
there.
And then you've got Arbor Day coming up and you've got other things where you can hand them out. So, and I'm happy to go look
Yes.
at something else. If there's something else,
Is this the foldable fan?
that's the foldable fan.
How's it work? I don't think I've seen one.
It's in a, okay, go ahead.
It twists, so it's about this big. That thing is a handle that you hold.
Okay.
The one that I have is blue, and it's from P31 Wellness. It's about this big, and you clip it together, and then it's hard enough to fan, but then you
Twist.
do a
Twist
thing,
it
and
like
it
that,
shoves
yeah.
in that little white thing,
Right,
and then it's about this big.
Okay, gotcha.
Really
Gotcha.
awesome. I got one this weekend at the Taco Festival in Terrell.
Okay. I like that idea. And you said we have glow sticks left over?
They can stick that
Well,
in their
I think we
purse.
used
I think
them.
I think we have used those up.
Gave them up at Christmas or something. I mean, we can get more, but
I don't think they were that
Okay,
popular, really.
so,
I think the vans would be, because it's hot out there for one thing, and then that's something that
And we
they
get-
can keep.
250 for,
whatever the number was, it was either 150 or 250. Obviously, there's a typo in there somewhere. Let me see if I can pull it up real
Well-
What
quick.
if we did 150 of that and then 150 of the beach balls?
Well, the thing I would say to keep in mind is I think we've only brought in about $400 or $500
Yeah.
on the playground. So if we spend $500 on swag, we're
Yeah,
probably,
you don't wanna do that,
we're
'cause
probably
then
not gonna
you're-
make a penny.
Yeah.
Well, we know
So-
that, it was just to give out.
But
Right,
you-
right, I'm saying we run this as a fundraiser for the park board.
right.
So if we spend 500 on swag, it won't be a fundraiser for the park board, we'll be lucky to break even,
Yeah.
is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because we only bring in about, I think we made about $500 on tickets last time. So if we had spent $500, that would have been,
Let's see.
we make zero.
So that comes out of our budget.
Twist and chill
Yeah, we got a
fan.
budget. That's the thing, we got a
Yeah, I'm just
budget.
saying we do this as a fundraiser for us. If we spend $500, then we're saying, yeah, it's not a fundraiser. We're not expecting to make any money from it.
Oh, I see, which we're not, so it's strictly
But,
a,
but we have the last 2 years. The last 2 years, it's been intended to make money.
how much are we selling for?
We don't sell them, we give them away to everybody.
So
all
how'd
the
you
kids
make
come
money?
in. By selling tickets to get into the
Yeah.
playground, and this was just stuff we gave them for
Yeah.
coming in.
So they buy a wristband to get into the children's area
Okay.
or into the activity zone, I think is what we called it, kid zone. So they buy a wristband and this board has time to decide that at $5, $10, $20, $40. And then the swag, the benefit was to have some swag to just give away. So you buy a wristband either when you buy your tickets or at the door, and then you give away this little $1.50 gadget just to have. So it came with the wristband. So his point is, if you sell 50 wristbands at $10 a piece, that's $500. If you spend $500, you haven't made
making
any
even.
money, broken
Yeah,
even.
yeah.
And the point was to kind of raise money. The point of you guys putting in all the work to do this is to raise money to go towards your pickleball renovation potentially later. So you would try to, it's just a giveaway,
Well,
so.
do we need to give away at all then?
That's the question. Do you want to give something away? It's fun. I mean,
And our situation has changed because we're now a lot more hopeful about getting things like grants.
yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
up until this year, I think this and doing a walkathon and things like that were how we were trying to, you know, have a little extra spending.
Yeah. Today, and prices changed. Today, 150 of them are $273. So,
Right.
that's what on 4 imprint, 150 are $273. So,
And how many tickets did we sell last year? Do you
You know,
I don't
don't
remember.
remember? Okay.
brought that last
Go
time.
to 15, what, oh, you don't know what the prices were last year?
I do not remember. No.
We have to decide that coming up.
Yeah, y'all will decide.
So
I think it
what do
was
y'all wanna
fine.
do? Because this needs to be, order needs to be put in because those are gonna
Cheaper,
be made.
the cheaper option is for all promos, and 150 is $1.47, so. Or 250 or $1.43 a piece. So,
Do we wanna
For
just
the-
put out
for the
150?
fans.
Yeah,
Or we wanna
yeah.
put out more?
this is what it looks
Yeah.
like, Gilbert. So it
Gotcha.
has that, they're all a little bit different,
Yeah,
but
it's cool.
has that little and it folds up, and I'm telling you, there's one
Yeah.
from Eastwood Islands HOA meeting from my first year here, still in the arm of my chair. Because it just fits
Yeah.
in the cup holder,
Sure.
and I don't
Yeah.
ever even think about it.
And it's when you're sitting in that chair
Yeah,
that you wish
when
you had
I
one.
need
Right.
it, so.
Yeah, perfect.
Well, I like that idea.
It looks like I can order it from For All Promos, and I'll make sure we have the cheapest, but this one is, I mean, we can get, let's say we get blue, imprint color is white, let's see, it may make price go up just a little bit. But,
Okay.
So do we
I
want to
think-
consider the fans?
150 of them's $270.50, so.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we'll-
I think I would suggest we do one or the other, and I think the fans are enticing
I think
to
the
us.
fans.
So I'd like to make the suggestion we get 150 of the fans.
Okay, let's,
that's it, so. That's,
Ah.
I put in the order for the blue one and with the gray
blue.
imprint, so.
okay.
950. Shelby, you making a first?
I am.
I'm making a second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Good, all right. Any other?
So it's just gonna be the fans only?
The fans or the bounce houses, yes.
Okay.
Y'all already made a motion to do bounce houses,
Right,
so this would be for the purchase of the fans.
okay.
Thank
I
you.
think that passed. All right.
I don't really have any other updates.
So no balls, right?
I don't really have any other updates on July Fest. The application for vendors went live. Brooke announced the bands. There will be an opening band that is the winner of the Derek Days competition. They have a band competition, and so we get them for free. We're working out contract negotiation deals with Travis Bolt. Travis is a local young man from Maybank that has a huge following. He's great. He's kind of a country western player. Brooke is looking at maybe plugging in another artist, local artist to get up in between, then Wade Bowen, then
Talking
Pat
about
Green.
July 5th?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Then Pat Green, and Pat Green will be the headliner. So we expect, and here's what I'll tell you, Pat and Wade both sell tickets from people all over the country, all over the state of Texas that go. And so I expect it to be a great show. Pat did a great show a few years ago. Wade stands on his own. He also sells a lot of tickets. Most of my friend group travels all over to see him, so I think he will sell tickets.
Yeah.
So I'm
exciting.
excited about that.
I want to ask a question. Do the volunteers get a t-shirt or we buying t-shirts?
I don't know that we have formed all that out yet, but
Okay.
I typically volunteers get a t-shirt, yes.
And
Okay, so
I got
help someone
a T-shirt, but
to
I
be
got
ready
it
for
the day of. I'm wondering if we can get them ahead of time.
Okay, I will see. I can't answer that, but we'll see. Yeah, for sure.
And then, do we need to go ahead and decide the fee that we're going to charge for the?
You can do that today, or you can wait till your full board's back if you want. Up to y'all.
We just wait? or-
But we don't have no idea what the fee was for last year?
It was $5 last year.
Yeah. 2 years ago it was 20. Last year it was 5.
I think
So
15 or 20.
the problem is at 20 you have a really hard time dragging people in.
Yeah,
You guys can make
got
that
a whole
decision.
band.
Yeah, when
We got a family of 4.
That's $80.
Yeah, when we talked at the last meeting, I thought we kind of decided at the last meeting, but we were leaning towards the 5.
Five.
I wouldn't go back up to 20 because we just didn't have much.
What about 10? We gotta make some money. 10 is reasonable for what all they're getting.
Do you want to wait until
Like, I'm
the
fine
rest
either
of the
way.
board is here?
Yeah, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
we got
fine.
time. I
Yeah.
mean, you do have time if you want to
And
do
I'm
that.
fine with 10.
Okay.
I'll tell you that the challenge gets where you have a family with 6 or 8 kids
I
and
know.
it's suddenly $80 on top of, they're buying their family tickets because you have to have a ticket to the event. And the tickets to the event are only, 20 or 30, unless you get VIP and then it's 100. So is that worth half or what you pay? The year it was 20, you didn't have to buy event tickets. You could come in on the other side. And you
That's
didn't have to
how I
have
remember it.
an event ticket, and that was a little chaotic, and we didn't have a ton of people because hell, there's nowhere to park, right? So nobody's just showing up to bounce with their kids that wasn't already at the event. So last year we said with your event ticket. So however you guys want to proceed, or wait.
If we went with the event tickets,
I don't think that's an option this time.
okay.
That's not an option this time, is
What?
that? Go with the event ticket?
Oh, Yeah, well,
I mean, if we got a percentage out of it to raise money, what are your ticket prices for the event?
no, it would be above and beyond the ticket price for the
But
event.
starting
Yeah.
last year, they were able
Yeah.
to buy them at the gate with a
Yeah.
credit card.
Yeah.
Which,
Yeah.
and you think we'll be able
Yes,
to do that
yes,
again?
you will be able to
Because that
do
was
that
very
again.
helpful.
Yes.
We were only able to do it with cash at the booth the year
Yeah.
before that, because it's a separate entity
Yeah.
that does the
Yeah,
the
the
entry.
tickets.
Yeah, yes,
But-
last year I did like 3 hours. I was to go around and check on the booths and see if they needed any help and stuff.
Mhm.
So and when I wasn't and I was sitting and resting, I was right there by
Yeah,
the booth you're talking about, the entrance booth.
Mhm.
And yes, I noticed people were able to use their cards, and that brought in a lot because
Yeah.
of that.
yeah. You
Yeah,
will be
but
able
yeah.
to do that again. You will be able to
Yeah.
buy it
But-
at the booth with a credit card.
Do you know
Most,
if the
most of the
vendor-
kids we had last year came in already with it.
Yeah.
You know, they had already bought it.
And
Last
it's
year,
earmarked, so
did the vendors offer credit cards?
I don't know.
I was
That's up to
wondering.
each of them individually, I'm sure. They had to
Yeah,
have, because
I
I
think-
bought two
I think
shirts and I
most
don't
were.
have cash, so. Some of them would have had to, because I never have cash, so.
Yep.
That's me, that credit, that's that, not credit, but my debit card is what I live on.
So we,
But Tolosa Feed Store,
I think we need a little
Yeah.
more input.
okay,
Yeah,
that's fine.
we can table any decision about entry fee until the
Entry
next
fee.
meeting.
Yeah. Okay. All righty. Item 3C, discussion regarding Arbor Day event, and I'm going to turn that to Gilbert.
Okay. I guess the main thing is we have had another meeting with the Derby just to try to work on firming up stuff. What we firmed up is kind of what we talked about already. So it's kind of what we're envisioning is that this event, which is going to be an Arbor Day event followed by a Veterans Day Derby, that the Arbor Day will go from 11 to 4, the Derby will go from 4 to 9. From 3 to 4, it's kind of a transition period because they're going to have skaters checking in and all that. So we're going to try to, what we're picturing for that is that one of our Arbor Day things is going to be planting a tree somewhere in the park. And that maybe that's when we do that, so we can draw people away from the pavilion while they're checking folks in. We're going to share the cost of the porta potties. That's going to run about $300. As a combined event, we're going to each go try to find sponsors, each go try to find vendors, and we're going to be splitting the money that comes in from that. And with that, I have a task to get with you and or Brooke, because they use something different than Eventee. They use Effie or something like that. What's it called? Zeffie.
Something
Zeffie.
like that,
Yeah,
yeah.
Zeffie. So we just want to figure out whether we put them all together, because we don't want to send out stuff to two folks, but there's
Yeah,
that.
whichever. Might be easier if they put it in theirs. It's easier for us to get a check from them than for us to cut them a check for vendor spaces. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll want to make sure that, because part of it is getting the communication out, because I know Brooke
Yep.
just can kind of just hit, hey, everybody on our vendor list. we've got
can do
this
that
coming up.
and
So-
can provide that, so,
Yeah. So,
but whichever, we're open.
yeah, so we'll be splitting the sponsors, we're gonna have a t-shirt, splitting the vendor fees. They are on their side, they have season sponsors, they have ticket sales for their part, ours will be free. And they have just kind of derby swag that they sell, all of that's gonna be all theirs. We're working on finalizing a name, I know she sent something, but it was really still a list of 15. So
Yep.
we're working on finalizing a name, because I wanna start listing this out on Arbor Day sites. Like Roots and Ranks, Rumble is one of them that's up there. We're using AI, and we're excited about a lot of the names, which is what's making it hard to come down with one. But we got that stuff out there. We kind of agreed that it's like August is when the push is gonna start, where we're going out and trying to get stuff, have that 3-month window that we're advertising, getting vendors and all that at the same time. We're talking to folks that may have informational booths there on the Arbor Day side of stuff.
Okay.
And that was it. The only other thing I kind of made a note of Because I wouldn't, if we do the plant a tree in the park thing, then I figure we probably want to ask the park
Can
guys
I take a
for
picture of
some.
your notes?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Ask the park guys if they have some favorite locations.
That and they can help dig the hole out.
Yeah.
So that when you show up, the hole is dug to put the tree into.
Yeah, and part of what I'm picturing with that is ideally, we're gonna have an expert, and they'll have that, and they'll have one of the twigs we're handing out, so they can talk about the right way to plant a tree, you know.
My neighbor
That-
down the
that
street
$1,000 hole
could be
with a
your
$20 tree
expert.
or whatever the saying
Yeah,
is.
he's a master gardener, and trees is his thing. His name's Kerry
Yeah, awesome.
Smith.
Oh, yeah.
So that, we'd probably get with him.
And he typically volunteers to do whatever we need anyway, so.
Yeah, perfect.
He's a great resource. But what we can do, because in July, you won't be able to just go out with a shovel, dig
Right.
a hole. So, we're gonna do a little prep work for your tree,
Yep.
so that,
Sure. Good.
so that you're not out there with you might be able to slide it down in a crack, is the better option. So we're gonna try to help fix that, so that's not a problem.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Did you say the T-shirt? We were talking about the T-shirt. Or is
Yeah, you know, we're looking at kind of, you know, selling sponsorships for the T-shirt, very much like what we did with Eclipse Fest. Maybe having some more categories. And we're going to probably try to lean on their artist for the graphic, which is one of the
Tracy.
reasons yeah.
She's so good.
Is that who we used for, Eclipse?
Eclipse Fest was Brooke.
do we know who did here's my only piece of advice. Whoever did the shirts for Eclipse.
Oh, the shirts themselves.
Made it super easy for us. They did the
Yeah,
artwork.
yeah.
But they
And-
made it super easy because you could go to their website and pay for it, order it,
Right.
and pick it
And-
up
and-
at the
and
site.
we did-
That's
we did talk
creative
about-
genius,
Yeah,
Cyberknife.
yeah. We did talk about that a little bit because they order their shirts online and get them very cheap.
Yeah.
And I said, well, being who we are, we may be more inclined to want to use local business.
Yeah.
And the answer was, no problem.
No problem with that.
Yeah,
So,
I'm good either way. That was just a we don't typically
Right.
sell event shirts
Right.
because we have to pre-buy them and you're
Yeah.
stuck with all these shirts, right?
Yeah.
If they don't sell.
Yep.
And so whoever that was, and then maybe anybody can do that. That was a super easy way. Here's what the shirt's gonna look like. If you want one, go to this website, order it, and you can pick it
Exactly.
up at the event. And that
Yeah,
was so
exactly.
easy.
And then we could have a few, right?
Yeah, that's what we did.
We bought extras and
Yeah.
we ran out of our extras. You know,
Yeah.
we could have used
Well, then you
some
might,
more.
yeah,
But,
be gauging.
But that way you don't buy 100 and sell 10, you know, you get this, you
Right.
sell 10 of them and then all of a
Exactly.
sudden, you know, so that's just something to think about.
Yeah.
Either way, we do buy staff and sometimes volunteer shirts for stuff. And we did for that event. They were different
Yep.
colors.
And
but-
we also, since we have a fundraising committee and help them get involved, and I'm
Yeah.
compiling a list of potentials that I've used before, so that'd be good.
That was just a super nice, that was so nice. She just
Yeah.
brought them to us and said,
That's-
here's their name, here's what size, and there's their shirts. And
Yep.
that was,
And I got
and they
mine.
got to pick them up here, they can pick them up whenever. We got them about a week before.
Yep, I like that too.
I just remember there being something weird about the ink and you have to wash it before you wear it, and they had me all scared that you
Yeah.
couldn't wear it, but that was a nice benefit, so whatever.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
The shirts were fine, because I got one of them.
I wear mine all the time. I had it on yesterday.
All right. Thank you, Gilbert. Appreciate it. Item 3D, receive an update on the partnership with Rotary Club of Cedar Creek Lake for installation and unveiling of the Peace Pole at the Gun Barrel City Park. And so the Peace Poles are in. There was a glitch. They're being fixed. I have talked to the beautification committee, and they would like to have us have a joint dedication of the big chair and the peace pole. They'll provide the tent awning type thing. We've got the table cover of Rotary. That is May 27th at 11 a.m. If that is good with, it's good with Rotary, it's good with beautification, if it's good with the city. Any thing?
Wednesday morning?
Wednesday,
Yeah.
the 27th, May.
Day after the council meeting, so they can advertise.
May 27th.
Yeah, we could. Yep, and so we'll have flyer and both clubs will advertise, and then we need it placed. So you said the city,
We're putting it by the chair?
uh-huh,
Okay.
yep, right in that area. And I think it'll be a nice addition.
If there has to be a motion, I first it.
I don't know that there
I
does.
don't,
think
no, I don't think so. Just, if you can, Angie, get with the people that would do the installation.
Yep. I
And-
have names, but I don't mind
Okay.
little topics.
All
I need
right,
to get
and,
done.
okay, and, as soon as the glitch is fixed,
Yeah.
we'll do that.
What kind of glitch was it?
They doubled up the wording. It was just, it wasn't how we thought it was gonna work, so. But it's gonna be fixed
Yeah.
this week, I believe.
Okay.
So,
Do we know when we will physically have the poll?
we should have it this Friday.
Okay, just let me
So-
know. What I will do is, if y'all have a preference on where it goes in that bed, that would help
Right.
me.
Okay,
If if you don't care, then I'll get with Casey and say, don't hit an irrigation line, put it somewhere.
right. Right.
And then,
Um,
what they will probably do is that day, put it in the ground and cover it, so that when we get out there, then it's just a matter of untie a rope and unveil.
So when you're
yeah,
looking at the
that's what I
chair,
like.
just don't do it to the back.
Well, the benefit of the chair is that the chair can be moved. It can be rotated or moved, so if you don't care, I will default to Casey, who tends to make great decisions.
Okay, and I'll check with Linda just to
Okay,
make sure
perfect.
that they don't have any other.
Perfect.
And she's been a great partner.
I just don't want
so-
everybody think it's going on the X, and I put
Right.
it over here on the Y, so
Exactly.
But we can move the chair.
the chair can be rotated, but we will
So-
do our best to not, put it somewhere where it makes sense
Okay.
in that bed.
And I'm sure
Okay.
between now and,
We have time. It's
We
not a
have
rush, we
time.
have time, so.
all right, and then it won't cost the city anything. We'll be providing the refreshments and I think even the PA. I mean, we're gonna have some people talk and.
Perfect. Those picnic tables are right there, so we can just take advantage of using all of those, so.
Wonderful.
Is people gonna bring things to eat, refreshments
The
or?
beautification and Rotary will take care of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we can,
Yeah.
those picnic tables are right there, they're super easy to use for seating and such,
Yeah.
so.
And I just will say, this is very exciting that the three of us have collaborated, and I want to
Super
see
cool.
more of that. So
Yeah.
it's really good.
Yep, that's
So-
great.
Okay, any questions? We're good? All right. Item 3E, subcommittee updates, discuss and take action on the following: grant and,
I'll take a picture of that.
this is what, if you want, what
Okay.
Frank sent me.
Yep,
So,
Texas Parks and Wildlife still under consideration. I don't expect us to hear anything from them, just a heads up for all of you. Typically August, so it takes them a really long time to go through what they get. He said US pickleball grant was turned in. It was a request for 25 to resurface the courts. They have 2 to give out. I have asked Ongor for help in replacing the sodium lights on both the tennis courts and baseball fields. Nothing back yet. You can have that. I also haven't heard from Lowe's. If you'll remember, I applied for that Lowe's
Stay for the city.
bucket list or something, my hometown bucket list or something, and I did a bunch of stuff. I did as much as I could do in the amount they gave us. Here are all the things we could do, and I haven't heard from them either, so.
okay. So, on community outreach, I'm on that committee, as is Linda. And so,
We were discussing, and we were wondering about doing more things with the park, as that's what we're wanting to do. And we were discussing like movie nights. What's the deal with movie nights at the park? Is that possible?
It is, movies cost $300 to rent.
oh, it's only 300 for the
It's-
city.
It's
You already have a license?
250 to 300, and The screen, I think we have a screen. I don't know that for sure, but there is the equipment, like the screen, the projector, the sound, that kind of stuff.
Mickey would probably know.
I can check for you. Brooke would be the one to know, so I can get with Brooke and ask her about it. I just don't know who owned that equipment that we used the
Yeah.
last time we did it. We did it at that Halloween, and I don't think we've done it since because we just had a real hard time getting people to come out for them. But we do have it. We rent movies. We have to rent them from Swank. There's limited what we can rent, so I can't necessarily rent Disney movies. Just a heads up.
Right.
You can go on to swank.com and see kind of what the options are, but they, I've had a lot of success in my career with things like baseball. What's the baseball movie? You're Killing Me, Smalls.
Yeah, that one.
Things
Where's
like that.
Keith when we need
Yeah.
him? He knows.
Sandlot or-
What-
Is that Sandlot.
Yeah,
That's it.
Sandlot.
Thank you.
And the
Goonies, some of that stuff we've had great success with throughout my career. Gun Barrel has had the only issue with movies is you have to wait till it gets dark, and that's 9:00, 9:30, right? And so, but I believe we have a screen and a projector of some sort that they used, but we do have to wait till it gets dark.
Well,
Okay.
it could be in the community center.
It could,
That's another
That's
idea,
another idea.
really, and that would be
yeah,
cool.
we would just have to
do a lot.
open, after
I mean,
hours.
I think outside is fun. In fact, if you're
It
watching
is,
the
yeah.
Sandlot, depending on what the season is, if you can watch it in the ball field,
Yeah,
that'd be
yeah.
Right,
a hoot.
right. That would be fun.
They're fun to show at the amphitheater. You have all the power and stuff you need there. It's a matter of having all the power but yeah.
All right. And then,
Movies are options.
Also, we talked about like, what about crafts in the evening? I'm thinking kind of like Purtis Creek, okay? And
Like what?
Purtis Creek in a way,
Okay.
okay, when they have certain activities, and one of them is crafts in the park.
Yeah,
What about crafts in the park?
yeah.
Like painting, it would come out of the budget, of course, but it's not gonna be that much to paint. It's not gonna be that much to have bracelets that you make, just
Yeah.
getting them out there, just learning about the park and appreciating the park. So that was another one we was thinking about.
Yeah.
scavenger hunt?
And then scavenger hunt. What is the
And-
thoughts on that one? There's-
And
Yeah,
then,
sure.
we really are
We
in
could
agreement,
ask-
huh?
We could, on the scavenger hunt, we could also ask maybe a Boy Scout troop, they'd like to come and do it. I was a Weepelow's leader, so,
Yeah.
I
have
know
a good
there's one down
contact.
here
Yeah,
somewhere.
I have a good contact over there.
Do
That's
you?
good, uh-huh,
well, then you
I
talk
do.
to them.
okay.
Uh,
And then Christy Neal is going to set us up they've had great success there. And she's going to set up a meeting where they can help us to how to get people engaged. Because they've had a lot of, we're not talking about people coming, but getting volunteers to get engaged. So I've already been approached by 2 young women that would love to do that kind of thing, and so I don't know what you call it, but
What kind of thing?
a group of volunteers
Oh, okay.
that are just dedicated to the park.
Okay.
So,
But there's the Boy Scouts we could consider, as well as the Girl Scouts coming out. And, not only do a scavenger hunt, but there's the stars,
Yeah.
there's so much, it's open out there, you can see the stars. So
so,
we may could have Purtis Creek come out and do
yeah,
a ditty.
No, those are fun. There's a group out of Dallas that's what they do, whatever that's called.
Astronomy?
anyway, we're gonna be a very good team, and we're brainstorm.
So
Astronomical.
you got somebody that comes out and does that, huh?
We just
Well-
Googled it. We Googled it, and it was like the Astronomical Society, and they couldn't wait to come out and do
Wow.
stargazing nights at my park in the past. So,
We could probably,
yeah, our park board did nature walks, like we did,
Nature
at the
walks.
park. We did,
I love those.
and it was just fun,
Anyway, we want to get, we just had our first conversation and we're
Absolutely.
excited, so I
Absolutely.
think it's gonna
Yeah,
be
she
great.
got me going on it, and this thing, I know, I'm starting to think it is,
Yeah.
it is,
Yeah,
you know.
I will verify
in her
about
purse.
movie equipment, but we just have to rent the movies, and there are some stipulations in there about what you can and can't get, so maybe give me 3 or 4 options, and let me tell you what I can and can't get. Disney movies are extremely hard to get, so, but we order from Swank, and they're $2.50 to $3, they used to be, I haven't ordered a movie in 3 years, so
How's
$2.50,
that spelled?
SWANK, swank.com.
So we're very excited about
Yeah,
it.
just buy a license, basically, for a showing.
So,
And they run around 300.
They used to. I have not priced the movie recently, so.
well, I know after COVID, they went way up and then now they probably balanced.
Yeah. As a city, we have a special deal with them
Yeah.
that we get it a little bit cheaper, so,
Yeah, that's
I mean,
good.
There
Not-
used to be a license you could get as a nonprofit that made it pretty cheap. And we've got a nonprofit beautification committee if that license
yeah, they
still
might be able
exists.
to even do it cheaper.
Right?
We had one of those for a while at our lodge, and I think it was $60 for a movie.
Is there any kind of fundraiser that the park can do to make it extend for all these things? Has there been fundraisers in the past that I don't know?
I think in the last few years, it's been the Walkathon and July Fest and Eclipse Fest.
Or what fest?
The Eclipse Fest. So,
Dark in the Park.
yeah,
I've
dark.
been trying to sit here and think, what is the name of that movie?
Yeah.
Dark in the Park.
Oh, we got calls?
Yeah, we're good. All right. And then events, I guess.
So let me ask a weird question because Vince hasn't met. I need her contact information.
I am so
But the-
sorry. I
but
thought
the-
I had
but-
given that
but
to
the-
you.
But the other,
I'll send it to you.
outside of Arborfest, I'm not sure what it is, but to be honest, the way I pictured events, it was things like Elle just talked about.
Oh,
So we may need to try to figure out what events are if it's not things like that happening in the park.
Well,
Or,
yeah,
You know.
because the community outreach is very broad.
right,
So
right.
I don't see a problem with us all just working together.
there ain't no reason we
And-
can't be
Right, right.
a
yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, we just
and
have to
if we need-
operate separately and to get to take care of the quorum type
Right.
stuff.
Right, exactly.
Can you talk to the community center and see about us having movies inside it? If we have any movies this summer?
That's potential. I mean, we could do that. I will tell you, outdoor movies are better attended than indoor movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm mainly thinking we've got, weather's gonna be bad, we're gonna
Yeah.
have to call it off.
Yeah. That tends to be a backup, just a heads up, that tends to be a backup. You get better draw outside than, because he's not, I mean, then you're on the blanket, in the
I
grass.
know.
Community
And
center
maybe
chairs would
something
be-
to consider in the fall and
Winter,
the spring,
yeah,
you know?
Yeah,
Because of the timing of
I mean,
the,
absolutely,
used to run
you
a-
can plan that.
the backyard theater in Dallas, and come October, November, nobody showed up anymore.
Yeah.
So, but I
Weather.
think they would've showed up
Fickle.
to an indoor.
Yeah.
so more in the summer was showing up
Yeah,
in the fall or the spring. Well, guess
I just,
spring
in
doesn't
Gun
do
Barrel,
it.
they have not had a lot of success. Maybe it's movie choices, maybe it's, I don't know why. But after that Halloween and
I think
we,
it's just getting the word
one
out.
person, so we just kind of stopped, but
yeah.
I think a
yeah.
lot of.
Maybe it was
just
because it
getting
was
the word out.
Halloween,
maybe. Well, it wasn't on Halloween day, it was that, it was tied in with the Halloween event.
Yeah, they kind of went through, but,
Yeah.
I mean, the weather was something to contend with there also, and
Yeah.
it was in the pavilion.
Yeah.
We didn't have it outside because of the rainstorm came in.
Yeah, yeah.
But it just kind of, once
Yeah.
they made it through the candy, they got in the car and
Bolted,
left.
yeah.
You know,
So I don't know that
Didn't
that's
really
good,
even
bad, or
pause to
different.
watch
I
the
don't,
movie.
it doesn't indicative of every event, it's just food for thought, food for discussion, so.
Well, wonderful. Anything? I'll get you that
So the
contact
events
information.
pretty much ran in what we was
And there may be some overlap there, so
Yeah,
it's not
I-
uncommon for there to be overlap in that kind of
Yeah,
community engagement and events. So
I
it's
guess we're
toasty
gonna
in here.
have to.
Sitting
discuss
right
more.
here, it's hot or it's cold. You got two
I
options.
know, you're gonna freeze, which I've got my little jacket now, cause I've learned that, or you're gonna be hot.
Okay, well, does anybody have anything else that we need to talk about? We good? Okay, I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
I'll second it. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
You bet. I was just gonna stop this, so.
Oh, yep.
Um,